Thiel men's volleyball star, Ben Lowell. Ben, how you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing pretty good. Did I turn? Oh, nope. Okay. Go ahead. Try talking.
How's it going?
Okay, there we go.
Yeah.
Technical
I'm doing well.
difficulties.
Yeah, I'm having a good last part of the semester.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Mhm.
So reflecting on this past season, you eclipsed 1,000 career assists, first team all pack champions. Granted, the first round exit in the NCAA tournament, but how did it feel to end off the season with 15 straight wins before that tournament?
Oh, it was amazing. You know, having one of the best years in our program's history, it's a special thing to be a part of that, and I can be nothing but thankful. Like, all glory to God for giving us an amazing season and allowing us to have that opportunity. And we have something we can try and beat next year. So hopefully we can improve our game. And I don't know, it's fun to end the year with 15 wins. That's something special.
Definitely. And it's more impressive with such a young team you guys have, only 3 seniors. And knowing that you have all these guys coming back, the guys like you, Caleb Proudfoot, Ezra Osterling, all the guys who really made things happen on the court coming back, other than, Jake Dyes, who are the other two?
David, JC.
JC and David Gonzalez,
Mm-hmm.
which all 3 of those guys left their mark on the court. But knowing you still have as much of a cushion as you do, how confident are you going into next season?
I'm very confident. I mean, like you said, we have Ezra and Caleb returning, along with myself and another good young group of guys who have played great in practice. I'm very confident for what we can do next year. I'm excited to see how things happen over the summer and how our guys can develop. So yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I'm very excited for it.
Yeah, I can't wait to get in the booth, call a lot of the games.
I can't wait for that too, man. I love it when you're out there calling the games.
Oh, yeah. I feel like I bring a certain energy that not a lot of commentators bring. I feel like you guys can hear me on the floor.
Oh, definitely, yeah. In spirit, we definitely hear you commentating over the broadcast for sure.
Oh, yeah. Also, heading in the next season, with as tough as the losses, you go down to Virginia, you verse a very solid St. Joseph's team, lose 3-1, and then come home on a long drive back, like I said, from Virginia. How does that mess with your mind going into the off season?
Mentally, it's a little draining. It's hard to recover from a loss like that. All credit to St. Joseph's Long Island. They were a great volleyball team. They played a great match. Just coming back from that, the next day we were a little more positive about it. We were more of just grateful for that opportunity, and we took it, I feel like we took it pretty well the day after. Day of, we were definitely pretty emotional, pretty upset about it, but then, the next day afterwards, during the bus ride, we were pretty, I don't know, I feel like we were pretty modest and pretty humble about that opportunity. So going into the off season and everything like that, I think, we're all in a good headspace, and we all know that we don't want to have that happen to us next year, so.
Yeah, that's always a great thing, because you go into this tournament as the 16th seed, barely squeaking in after the sweep of Grove City.
Mm-hmm.
Not everybody gets an opportunity to even play for a conference title.
Yeah.
How much did that mean to you, being able to sweep 2 of the best teams in the pack?
Oh, that was special. Those last 2 games of the pack championship tournament were those are some special games for us. We all had this goal in mind from the beginning of the season, and to finally see it coming to fruition and seeing it basically become a reality for us, we all kind of had a team consensus of we gotta play our butts off, man. This is the last two games for home games, at least for our seniors. So
yeah,
we want to do them proud, and for our freshmen coming in, we want to set a good standard, and for the guys, the sophomores and juniors that have already been here for a couple of years, it'd be nice for us to have a little bit of something going into next season. So no, those were special games, and yeah, Grove City and St. Vincent are great volleyball teams. I'm excited to see what they look like next year, and being able to sweep them was something special. I think the home crowd definitely helped us out, gave us that energy we needed. And, on the court, we were just playing for each other out there.
No, that's always a great thing to do, play for the man next to you.
Yeah.
in the regular season, you guys hasn't lost since February. I believe it was the 15th or somewhere around that date when you guys played Buffalo State at Buffalo State. They came to Greenville and you beat them 3-1, pushing the win record. After you got those next couple wins before that next Buffalo State game, how was the feelings in the locker room generated? Was it like a different team? Was it, just a bunch of group of guys having fun playing volleyball? Or is it, oh, we're a great team, we can beat anybody?
Honestly, it felt like a good combination, like a good, even combination of all those things. Like, we're just, we're a group of guys having fun, playing a sport we all love. We felt very confident in ourselves. I mean, when you're on a win streak like that, you really feel like you can beat anyone, you can compete with anyone. I think that loss initially early in the season to Buff State definitely kind of kick-started something in us that we didn't really want to feel that again. We didn't want to have that experience. So, when we got that opportunity to see them again in Greenville in front of the home crowd again, we really wanted to put on a show for them, and I think we did a great job of, like I said, just playing together as just a good group of guys and playing confident with ourselves, with our abilities. And, I think that's really what propelled us from that point and just for the rest of the season.
No, definitely. Always nice to have that good middle ground to where you feel like you can compete with everybody, but you also feel like, oh, we're just going to go have some fun, which we've seen in a couple of sets where you guys have really just let loose in the regular season against guys like the Grove Cities and the Bethanys. I believe both of those games were 3-1 in the regular season towards the back half. And you've seen, the first two sets, you come out with that fire. The third set, a little bit more laid back, a little bit more fun. You let one get away from you, and then you're right back into that switch. Is it easier or difficult to just turn that switch on and off in the middle of sets?
When something like that happens, it's not necessarily we switch it off. It's just we kind of become, we get a little complacent with how we're playing, so we don't, put the ball down when we should. But, I mean, it's as soon as we get that feeling of, we lose or we were losing or we have lost a set, that just kickstarts that fire right back. And we, like you said, flip that switch right back on and get into that just sort of mentality of, we don't want to lose again. We don't want to experience this feeling again. So we're going to put this one away. We got to finish this game here. So I would definitely say, when we have a game like that where we'll lose a third set when we could have finished the game, they'd definitely flip something in us to get that fourth set finished up.
No, definitely. With Ezra Sterling already leading the team history in kills, what does that do for the rest of the team? Just knowing that you have a guy with 3 more years left here at Thiel, already breaking records as a freshman. That's absolutely insane. Pack Player of the Year. What confidence does that give the rest of the team when you still have the guys like Bryce Lozanich, Caleb Proudfoot, you have Osterling come back, you have you come back? Does that boost the confidence even more to know that you still have a couple more years with your superstar players?
Oh, definitely. Ezra is a great player. He's an amazing player. He's a great athlete, great person on the court. He gives his all every single game, and I think that's what has just allowed him to have such a great season, had such a great freshman year, and props to him for getting Player of the Year as a freshman. That's an incredible feat, and having, like you said, guys like Bryce and Caleb coming back along with him, and another name I want to give a shout out to, Will Zimmerman. He's been playing great for us on the other outside.
Yeah, Zimmerman's been an absolute dog.
Yeah, having all of those guys returning for another season together, it makes it even better because you already have 1 year under the belt playing together. So you've learned what works well, what doesn't work well, and how to bring some of those guys out of when they're having a slump or something. You know how to bring them back and to get them back to where know they can play. So that just boosts our confidence for sure. We're really looking forward to the next season because we know we can do better, and we're excited to see where it goes.
And one more question for you. As you go back to Oregon for summer break, how are you going to prepare for your guys' conditioning and stuff coming up, so you don't lose a step or anything like that. Do you have your group of guys who can still, you can just hit up and practice with them?
Oh
or
yeah,
whatever?
got plenty of friends back home who still play some college ball, so able to go back and just stay in shape with them. And I mean, we push each other there just as much as we do here in practice. We're all very competitive. All want to win, and that definitely helps each and every one of us stay in shape for our returning upcoming seasons the next year. So yeah, definitely going to be focusing on that and just keep getting stronger every single year as much as I can. So yeah, got a good plan for the summer.
Good. That's glad to hear, man.
Yeah.
That was Ben Lowell from the Thiel men's volleyball team. We're going to take a quick break and get into the weather. We will be right back here on 88.1 FM, WXTC, Greenville, Pennsylvania.